Today we will be disassembling the rear suspension and the differential in the back of the Can Am. As you can see, I'm trying to build a project, trying to stretch the frame on this big old girl here. So I actually got some parts. This is actually a stock, like a stock frame. Wait, I don't know if you can see it. This is actually a stock frame from a Can Am. And the upper part, as you can see here, it's actually the same one. So I'm gonna use this as a piece of the puzzle to be able to accurately get the same lengths. So what I'm trying to do essentially is use everything stock, like the arms, the diff, axles, like all the distances, use the same distances, just move everything backwards. So we'll see how it plays out. Today I'm just gonna pretty much take off everything, the rear shocks, the rear trailing arms, axles, probably the diff and the drive shaft as well, make a couple measurements, and then we'll move forward like that. So we'll see. I mean, it should come out pretty good, but we'll see. Before I've taken out the wheels, the actual little cover for the axles on the portal. Once I get those, then I'll be able to start taking out the arms and everything else. But for this time, I'm actually gonna take out the portal from the arms, because since I'm gonna be testing, the measurements and everything, it's much lighter when you take them off. But like when I would have to change an axle and stuff, I wouldn't ever really take it out because you really don't need to. You could just take it off altogether with the portal. But yeah. got the suspension in the back. I took out the control arms. I didn't take out the portal, I just took it all out. But I had a little issue here, so I had to loosen the spring a little bit. But I had a pry bar, so I actually didn't have to do it to take it out the arm. It's looking good. I mean, usually there you change the axles and you're good. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take out the limit strap and shocks because they're gonna be moved to a new location. And I'm gonna start probably, once I take that off, start measuring all this stuff, you know, distance from the stock trailing arm mount to the diff and all those locations, and start writing it down. So when I do start doing the other one, I get the same ones as stock. But yeah, there you go. That's how you take out the suspension on the portal bike. Yep. So I just finished unbolting everything else. I got the shock and limit straps out. I took that little piece out from the sway bar. I just took out all these, it's like a bunch of mounts that go on here holding the diff. I'm about to pull out the diff now. I already took out the little bolt that holds the drive shaft to the transmission. I've taken it out before, so it wasn't that bad, but I did put Loctite, so I did have to use a pretty long wrench. So that's it. I pretty much took out everything. I already took out all the bolts that hold the diff. Still missing that one right there. And then it's coming out. Gotta take out this thing right here, the little hose, pull out the diff, and that's it. I already started measuring. Actually, before I took it out, I measured a couple things from the first bolt to the trailing arm right there, so I kept the same distance. I also did from the trailing arm bolt to the front of the diff, and then we'll see. So I finally took everything out. Took the diff out, the arms, pretty much everything. And now I just wanted to show you this this setup, so you see how this is a stock shock mount, and this part too, this bracket. So if you see this bracket and this one right here, they're the same. So technically they have to go the same height. Right there is pretty low. This one's up here. So this still has to go a lot higher. This I'm probably gonna have to cut it, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get square tubing from here. Obviously it's not gonna go that far. It's probably gonna go up to here, like 18-20 inches stretch. So all dimensions are gonna be the same. So we'll see. I need to tie it up. I'm probably gonna tie it up here. Put a bracket here. Not a bracket, like a flat plate there. And then put some square tubing to make it stronger. It's not gonna go that far back right now. It's just marking it up. That's pretty much how it's gonna be. It's gonna look a little like a little transformer, but we'll see. It looks like making some progress. So I'm still waiting on parts, and yeah, as you can see, this is where the stock seat actually mounts, like here. Is it? Those two little tabs. Felt like that was the easiest way to do it for now. This is the prototype. Another issue I might run into is the exhaust. What I'm gonna do, because remember the shock mount is all the way up here, so it's gonna pretty much hang up probably like around here. So let's see, around here. So I'll probably give it a couple of inches, make it like probably up to here, so it'll still flow. Should be fine. Probably get hot, but it's okay. And here I'll probably make some brackets here as well. The tubing's gonna go like this, make some brackets, and then with the plate, square tubing, plate it somehow, maybe plate this. We'll see. We'll see how the welder does and how my cutting skills do. But yeah, we'll see. Looks pretty legit. So yeah, this part one. I think I'm gonna stop for now and continue tomorrow. I mocked up the tire there. Man, it looks sick. It looks pretty sick. Yeah, that looks really good. You can see it from the front. See? Damn. Looks really good. Looks really, really good. I think that's a good stretch there. Maybe it's a little too much. You see? Oh man. This thing looks nice. Hell yeah.